He's playing the piano in the ocean while wearing boxers and a top hat. You can't tell Anderson .Paak shit. What's up, everybody? It's Luke James, not the singer. If you're an indie artist looking for an album review and some promo, you can hit up Luke at redmattersite.com. And what I have for you boys and girls today is my review for Anderson .Paak's new album, Malibu. Now, I think a lot of us got familiar with him because of his work on Dr. Dre's Compton and the Game's documentary 2/2.5, but he has put out some solo projects and other tapes, EPs, etc. on his own. But this is the first time that I actually sat down with a full project of his and took it all in. And I gotta say, man, I'm glad I did, because this shit is some fire. Right from the start, we get some really groovy production on The Bird, and Paak spits a little bit about his past. He touches on how his mom had a gambling problem, and also how his father was locked up, among other things. So I do like on this album how he gets personal. And he does that again on the song Carry Me, which is actually latched on to another song called The Season, which is also dope and produced by Ninth Wonder. But on Carry Me, he reflects on a time when he was homeless, just sleeping on a floor with his newborn baby, and trying to keep his wife from being deported. So there's a lot of real shit on this album, and all that realness really helps to add life to this album. Not that it needs that, I mean, it's a solid album from beginning to end, damn near, but that personal shit on there just really ties it together and adds depth to the project. But the production on this is some damn fire too. The song Come Down is produced by High Tech and has a bit of a blaxploitation vibe to it, kinda like Crenshaw and 808s and Cocaine off the Game's last album. And Heart Don't Stand a Chance has Paak romancing a girl over a slithering bass line and some light keys. And he also shows love to Hall & Oates, who, frankly, are legendary no matter what genre you listen to. But of course, we gotta talk about some of the rap features on here. We got Rhapsody spitting about a no-good cheater on the song Without You, which gets some really nice neo-soul production from Ninth Wonder. There's The Game spitting on Rumen here about a girl who is just a good girl and she put a bullet in his heart, and I like the production on that one actually because it's very loungy. Like, it sounds like something you would hear in a smoky lounge where you just got people lean back, being classy, smoking cigars, that type of thing. It's just a really cool vibe that they got on that track. And the song The Dreamer has a little bit of a sing-songy flow from Talib Kweli, and actually closes the album out in a really nice way, because this is one of those inspirational type of tracks about how you can make it if you just keep dreaming, and no matter where you come from, you can rise to the top. I just really thought all three of these verses were on point, and Schoolboy Q works a nice bouncy flow on the song Am I Wrong, which has this really funky production that I think would make DJ Quick proud, especially that bass line. And I keep saying bass line in regards to this album, and that's because the bass lines throughout are just really funky and groovy and danceable. I really like the production on this one a lot. But another thing I gotta say that I found kind of funny about the song Am I Wrong is on the hook, because Paak is asking, is he wrong for assuming that a girl who can't dance can't ride the D properly? And I don't think he's really wrong for that, because if she dances like Elaine from Seinfeld, she might snap your cock off like a piece of hot pepperoni. Probably. And on the topic of sex, I've heard some people say that the Piano Charge song, Put Me Through, is all about bondage because of the lyrics about tied hands and punishment, but to me, I took it about the ups and downs that come along with the relationship, but it might be a double entendre about both, I'm not sure, but this is one of my favorite tracks on here, along with many others. I just think this is a dope album overall, and Paak is very versatile, and he has a unique sound. Even his voice sounds quite different from a lot of other singers and rappers out there, and he does a great job of blending his rapping and singing on here. Again, the production I thought was dope, the content is great, and I think Paak just really set the bar high for 2016 with this one, which is why I give it a 4.5 out of 5. I just absolutely love this shit, man. The only song that I really couldn't get with is the song Your Prime, and it's not even awful, I just didn't really like the beat that much, and I could also say that the content on Silicon Valley is a bit goofy, because he's just wanting to know what is underneath that titty meat. Like, he's talking about how your heart is underneath it, and he actually says titty meat and itty bitty berries, some other kind of goofy and silly lines, but the actual sound of that track is still fire, and I still like it quite a bit. It's just very smooth and has a bit of a traditional R&B sound. But anyway, I think Paak really proved himself with this one, because some people might have been wondering if maybe he was just going to be one of those guys who was good on features, because he did kill Compton and Documentary 2/2.5, like I said. But like I said, he has really proved himself with this one, and I look forward to hearing more from him because it seems like he really put his blood, sweat, and tears into this one. It's a very well-rounded project. I highly recommend it. And honestly, I think this is going to make one of my top 10s come the end of the year. I know it's early, but at the start of the year, there are always a couple of albums that seem to set the bar high. Maybe that's just because it's the start of the year and, you're looking at what's good and what's bad, so when you like something, you really like it. And that's the case with this one. It's dope. Check it out. Don't sleep. And you guys can hit me up in the comment section, of course, to let me know what you think about this one. And make sure you do all that good YouTube and social media stuff, man. Where you like my videos, you share them, you follow me on Twitter, you retweet the videos, and you especially subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time.